Since the beginning of 2025, Sumy Oblast, a region in northeastern Ukraine that borders directly with Russia, has once again become the center of intense fighting in the military conflict between the two countries. This area has now turned into an active combat zone, with a constantly shifting front line. Russia's gradual offensive has succeeded in capturing several small towns, including Kostiantynivka. In recent weeks, a new strategy involving Geran UAVs has begun to dismantle Ukraine's air defense systems one by one. Is all of this a sign that Sumy is about to fall into Russian hands? Keep your eyes on the story. The skies over Ukraine have once again become silent witnesses to the efficiency and precision of Russia's war machine. On August 10th, footage circulating on Telegram showed an increasingly familiar sight: the destruction of key Ukrainian military assets. This time, it was the S-300V surface-to-air missile system that was targeted. This highly regarded air defense system, proudly owned by Kyiv, was ruthlessly struck by a Giron kamikaze drone in the Sumy region, marking yet another tactical success for Russia in crippling Ukraine's defensive capabilities. For Ukraine, the loss of an S-300V system is a severe blow. This long-range air defense missile system is one of the backbones of their airspace defense, an inheritance from the Soviet era that remains crucial. The S-300V is designed to protect troops and strategic assets from aerial attacks, capable of targeting a range of threats, including fighter jets, helicopters, and ballistic missiles, at distances of over 200 kilometers. Deploying this system on the front lines was a major gamble by the Ukrainian Armed Forces Command, a desperate attempt to intercept Russian aircraft operating with air superiority. However, as might have been expected, the move ended in failure. The decision to relocate the S-300V air defense system near the residential area of Vorozhba in Sumy Oblast proved to be a fatal mistake. However, how could an asset as expensive and important as the S-300V be destroyed so easily? The answer lies in the superiority of Russian tactics and intelligence patience. Before Ukraine had a chance to conceal the large and difficult-to-hide missile system, a Russian reconnaissance drone had already flown high above, accurately identifying its position and transmitting precise coordinates. From there, the scenario unfolded smoothly. A Geran kamikaze drone, acting as the executor, was launched based on the target data provided. The strike hit its mark, and to ensure its success, the same reconnaissance drone recorded the moment of destruction as evidence of objective control. This tactic is a combination of tireless eyes in the sky and an inevitable sword. Russia exploited a fundamental weakness in Ukraine due to carelessness and haste in relocating vital assets without adequate protection, as well as underestimating Russia's now ubiquitous surveillance capabilities. Recently, Ukraine's skies have increasingly been filled with the distinctive buzz of Geran kamikaze drones. Russian forces have been using them extensively to attack identified targets in frontline zones, both day and night. The ever-growing production volume of Geran UAVs at facilities such as those in Alabuga, Tatarstan, allows for continuous wave attacks, a saturation strategy that overwhelms Ukrainian and Western air defenses. Furthermore, there is a calculated strategic reasoning behind this. For many targets, deploying ballistic or cruise missiles like the Iskander would be wasteful. These missiles are significantly more expensive and are better suited for high-value, heavily fortified targets. In contrast, the Giron drone offers a highly cost-effective solution for disabling a wide range of military targets. The increasing use of the Giron raises a larger question: why has this drone been so successful? The operation of the Geran UAV, which is the Russian licensed production version of Iran's Shahed 136, is actually relatively simple yet deadly. This drone is launched with the aid of a rocket booster before its piston engine takes over, propelling it at speeds of up to 180 kilometers per hour. It flies at low altitudes, making it difficult to detect with conventional radar. Additionally, its composite material structure and relatively small size further complicate detection. Russia has also enhanced the drone's navigation system with GLONASS, their alternative to GPS, making it more resistant to signal jamming. Often, the Giron is launched in swarm formations, a tactic designed to overwhelm and exhaust Ukraine's air defense systems. With low production costs and in large quantities, Russia can continuously erode Ukraine's military assets one by one. For Ukraine, this presents a logistical and strategic nightmare, as every piece of military equipment, ammunition depot, or command post becomes a potential target for the relentless onslaught of Girons. While the Giron dominates the skies with low-cost precision strikes, other weapons in Russia's arsenal are also showing their destructive capabilities. In Sumy, the Russian Air Force deployed something much heavier, the modified FAB aerial bomb. A Ukrainian UAV control post was its target, and the impact was devastating. Targeting a Ukrainian UAV control center is a highly significant move. The control post is the brain of enemy drone operations. By destroying it, Russia not only eliminates equipment but also trained operators and the command center that coordinates Ukraine's drone attacks. This effectively blinds and cripples Ukraine's ability to conduct reconnaissance and counterattacks in that sector, a tactical victory with far-reaching effects on the battlefield. The story of the effectiveness of Russian weaponry doesn't end there. In Krivonosovka, the Geran UAV was back in action, this time scouting and destroying a Ukrainian command post. When a command post is flattened, the impact is felt immediately. The chain of command is broken, communications become chaotic, and troops on the ground lose direction and coordination. Strikes like this create disorganization and lower morale, hindering the Ukrainian forces' ability to effectively respond to Russian maneuvers. Meanwhile, in Zhatovo, a similar story unfolded. A hidden Ukrainian intelligence reconnaissance post was exposed by Russian aerial surveillance and destroyed by a Geran drone. Taking out such a target is akin to blinding and deafening the enemy, rendering them unable to track Russian troop movements or accurately direct their own artillery. With the skies increasingly dominated by Russian drones, what desperate countermeasure is Kyiv trying to offer? Reports suggest that Ukraine has launched an interceptor UAV named Bagnet, specifically designed to counter kamikaze drones like the Giron. It is said to have a range of 40 kilometers, a maximum altitude of 5 kilometers, and features automatic takeoff and return capabilities. Its fully autonomous guidance system, using optical sensors and machine vision, reduces reliance on human operators and GPS, making it suitable for operations in environments with heavy electronic warfare. But what if this effort only ends up worsening Ukraine's situation? That's all for today's episode, and thanks for watching.